Hello, I'm FM and welcome to my channel. If you're brand new, thanks for checking out this video. Hopefully by the end of it, you'll be a subscriber. If you're already a subscriber, again, as always, thanks for checking out one of my new videos. While you're here, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, and hit that notification bell. It really does help me out and you'll never miss a video. Thank you very much. Right, you've seen the title and the thumbnail. This is something I've not done for a while. I've done 3 of these billionaire races where I've got 6 non-league teams. I've done 6 Eastern European teams and 6 Scandinavian teams. I'll try and put links to them videos down below. Give them all a billion, improve the facilities, and we just keep on holiday until someone achieves a certain target, like we're in the Premier League or the Champions League. This one's called the Sleeping Giant. Now you might look at some of the clubs and think they've never been a giant, but I've used that title for a reason, because the idea behind it was to basically pick 10 leagues, 10 of my favourite leagues in Europe, go into the editor. Now in the editor, each team in that league is given a reputation point by Sports Interactive. It's not me, and they decide what order these teams are ranked by reputation, right? So I've gone into each league, I've highlighted the bottom half of each league, I've gone through each team in the bottom half and picked the team with the biggest stadium. So basically they've got the biggest fan base in the bottom half of their league, so hopefully they can build on that and grow. Now each team, all I've done is improve the facilities, so they've got good training facilities to hopefully attract good players. I've given them a sugar daddy owner and close to £1 billion. And the idea behind it is to see who can win the Champions League first. Now you might think, oh, it's going to be Newcastle in the Premier League, or maybe Stuttgart in the Bundesliga. These teams that are in the so-called bigger leagues. I don't know if that necessarily is going to work out. You never know with something like this. Who's to say that a team in Holland won't start attracting better players, and they might do it. You never know with football. Yeah, football's a funny old game. So we've got 10 teams in this, 10 leagues, a team representing each one, all got the same finances. Some have already got a head start over others with players, but a lot of these teams won't be in Europe this first year. So it's going to be interesting to see how long it takes. Does it take years? Because they're going to have to start bringing in better players, improving, and trying to get in the Champions League at first and then go on to win it. So I've got no idea really. I'm not going to pin my hat on one of the big teams, but I want you to have a bit of fun. I like these kind of things. I like getting you involved, and it is just test yourself. It's a gamble, isn't it? You're not going to win anything, but write down below in the comments which one of these do you reckon's going to win it. Do you reckon it's going to be a big team, small team? You pick one. It's going to be random, innit, man? Have a bit of fun with yourself, and at the end of the episode, just see if you were right. Also, I'll put this out there as a database if you want. I'll put it out there on Steam and publish it so you can have a go yourself. You can take over one of these teams, enter the race, compete against the other 9 clubs and see if you can get there. Especially one of the small teams, that would be a challenge, I bet, wouldn't it, eh? That'd be a lot of fun, especially like Kilmarnock or something like that. That'd be good, that, man. So let's get into it. So here we are, my profile. Doesn't matter about me, I've not got a job. It's the start of the game. It's 26th of June 2017. Let's go through the 10 leagues I chose. First league was a Scottish league. My family's part Scottish, my name's Scottish, and I just thought it'd be interesting to give a Scottish team that's not normally necessarily a big team the chance to grow and improve and see what can happen, especially domestically. We'll have a quick look at that as well, but it's all about winning the Champions League. And like I said, say like now, there's 12 teams, so I picked the bottom 6 teams. It might work with season preview, you'll see here the guess of it, right? Whereas here now, where's Kilmarnock? It's got Kilmarnock finishing 2nd, obviously. That's because I've improved their reputation, improved the finances, right? But originally, load up the editor yourself. Kilmarnock are in the bottom half. They're one of the bottom 6 teams. And it's the same thing every league. Hit the bottom half, and Kilmarnock in the bottom half have the biggest stadium, and that's what I've gone off. Not reputation or tournaments they've won. I've just gone off the size of their stadium to give them that base. Hopefully they've got the biggest fan base out of the bottom teams that they can build on, hopefully. So yeah, Kilmarnock are the team I picked from Scotland. In Holland, the team I've picked is Roda, and look at them. Just obviously improve the reputation and the money, but they're now favourites obviously to win the league, even though they ain't got the players yet, but I'm assuming they're going to bring in some good ones. The team I picked from Belgium is KV Mechelen, also they're now favourites to win their league. These are the kind of teams that are possibly not going to win this race, but it would be awesome if they did. But these are also the kind of teams, if you download the database and start at the beginning, I think you should have a go with, just for a bit of fun, eh? Challenge yourself. The team I picked from Portugal is Valle Vista. They were the biggest team in the bottom half. And even with their reputation and money, they're still not favourites. The three big teams of Portugal still are. But they're going to be able to outspend them boys eventually. They'll be dominating. Now I picked Russia, not because I'm a fan of Russian football. It's a World Cup in it. World Cup in Russia, so I thought let's put Russia in it. And I picked Rubin. They were the biggest team in the bottom half. They're now the favourites to win their Premier Liga. So this is probably an outsider, you know. Decent league-ish. You can see a team that is doing it really. Next up we go to Italy and Serie A. And the team I picked here was Genoa. It was now predicted to be 6th. But surely they'll start outspending these guys because there's not loads of money anymore in Serie A. Not like the olden days, and not like compared to the Premier League and so on. But Genoa are mega rich. Next up it's Germany and the Bundesliga. It was Stuttgart who are now 3rd favourites to win the Bundesliga. Just be good to break up Bayern's dominance, wouldn't it? Even if Stuttgart don't win the whole race, it's hopefully going to be nice to see someone else win this league. We'll have to wait and see. Having money doesn't necessarily mean success. France and Ligue 1 and picked Toulouse. Now they're predicted to finish 3rd this first season, but again, they're now matching money and probably richer than Monaco. They're probably up there with Paris Saint-Germain. Obviously a few years behind them, but how long will it take them to catch them up? I don't know. Can Toulouse win this race? On to the last 2 leagues, and the first of them is the Premier League in England. And obviously the biggest team in the bottom half was by far Newcastle when it came to stadiums and fans. They're predicted to finish 7th. They got Rafa Benitez as a manager, who I think is really good. And they've got the pull of the Premier League. I probably think it's going to be. I think it's either going to be Newcastle or the Spanish team I've picked, just because of their leagues. Maybe they can attract the better players, but you never know. I'm hoping I'm proven wrong. But yeah, from England, it's Newcastle. And last but not least, it's La Liga, and I picked the biggest team in the bottom half of La Liga, and it was Espanyol, the other Barcelona team who live in the shadow of Barcelona. So it'd be quite cool if they could break that dominance of their big neighbour, wouldn't it? That'd be quite good. They're actually predicted to finish 4th this first year. So yeah, what we're going to do is, because it's 10 teams, I'm not going to go for every year, we're not going to go for all the transfers. What we'll do is we'll jump into the future to when I find a winner, and we'll go through them all quickly. So yeah, get writing down below. Make sure you smash that like button, and then write down below, give me your prediction. Who's going to win the Billionaire Sleeping Giant race to the Champions League? Here we are in June 2020. And we've got a winner already after 3 years, and to be honest, even some of the bigger teams in the bigger leagues and the smaller teams or whatever, none of them had a Champions League squad. No, even the Bundesliga teams and so on. So I'm quite surprised that in 3 years, not only have they managed to, well, they've built a squad to win the Champions League. Interesting. So let's go through them all and we'll finish off with the winner. Right then, we'll start off with Kilmarnock in Scotland. Now this is in no particular order, we're just going to go through and we'll finish off with the winner. But yeah, Kilmarnock are playing Champions League football, which is a good sign. It looks like they probably won the league if you look at that graph. They've got Steve Clarke as the manager and they're still rich. Let's see if they won out. Straight away they failed financial fair play because they probably spent an absolute bucket load. And the Betfred runners up, they won the league, well done. Won the Scottish Cup, won the Betfred, won the Scottish Premier League again. Let's have a look at that. There you go. Champions the last 2 years. They've knocked Celtic off the perch. I quite like that. So maybe I can put a save file out there for you at this point if you want. You might be a Scotland fan or just a fan of Scottish football. You could take on the mighty Kilmarnock and dominate Scottish football. Next up is KV Mechelen, is it? The Belgium team have picked. They're still in the Champions League. I think they might have won the last league, which is quite good. Let's see what they've been doing. Okay, here we go. Let's look for competitions. So yeah, they won the Jupiter Pro. They failed financial fair play. That's going to happen a lot though, isn't it? Because these small teams are going to spend loads of money. They end up sometimes they don't spend like 300 million and they can't spend the year after. And then they spend 300 million the year after that. But they've won the Super Cup as well and the league. Let's check that out. So yeah, there you go. They've actually won the last 2. So again, instant dominance. That's quite cool. But yeah, they haven't won the race, but they've done well again. Over to Roda JC, and again I think it's a similar thing. They're still in the Champions League, they're still rich. Looks like they possibly won the last league. Let's see what they did. The landmarks. So look, yep, they won the league. They won the Toto whatever. Yeah, they won the Johan Cruyff Schall winners. They've done alright, they won the league again, let's check that out. So here's the league table, and again these small teams, instant mega bucks, instant title winners. So it doesn't take much really, does it, for these small teams to improve? The level of football probably ain't that great, so you get some money in, you can up your quality quite quickly. And they've won 2 titles, but again, they didn't win the race. Now onto Valle Vista, they've got a great home kit. I love that checkered kit. And I love a yellow kit, always do. And again, I think they might have won a title, I don't think they won it last year. Still in the Champions League though, still rich. What did they do? Alright, onto their landmarks. Again, look, straight away that sticks out to me. Another small club that's ruined their finances. But they did win the league. And they've won cups as well, to be fair. And they've won the league again, let's check it out. So here we are with the Liga NOS, is it? And they won 1. Lost 1, won 1. That's quite good, to be fair. So they're current champions, but again, they didn't win the race. Right, over to Mother Russia. The kits there are the wrong way around, aren't they? I downloaded a kit pack. Whoever's done that kit pack, looks like the home kit and the away kit the wrong way around. Well done. I have to sort that out myself, because that, my OCD, that would be annoying. Even if I never see Ruben in game again, I'll be sorting that out. I do want a league, looks like they have. Let's have a look here again. Financial fair play. It's going to happen though. They get too giddy and spend too much. But I can see winners here, winners there. Not bad. And over to the league, and we can see they have actually won one. Not last year, Spartak Moscow got it back, so at least they've won a title. Here we are with Stuttgart, the representatives of the Bundesliga in the race. And in the Champions League and the rich, but straight away that graph shows that they haven't won a title. Although they've got a great manager. Got Zidane as the manager. Straight away, they've probably spent a bucket load. And they've got to their cup final, the Germans FA Cup final, the DFB Pokal, and lost it. So even giving them £1 billion and amazing facilities, Zidane, Icardi, no one can dominate, no one can get past Bayern, can they? Boring, boring, Bayern Munich. On to Genoa, the team from the Serie A and Italy. But Diego Simeone is the manager, eh? Going up in the world. They might have won a title there, looks like they have. They're rich, and they're still in the Champions League. But they have won a few things. They lost in the cup final. They've put undersell heating in, so well done. And they've won the league. So there you go. Inter nicked what? Fair play. Broke Juve's dominance. Juve got the title back, but Genoa won the last one. So they are the current champions. So fair play. They've got a great striker there, top of the goal scoring charts as well. Not done bad. On to Toulouse, and check out who their manager is, eh? He goes where the money is, doesn't he? Eh? Pep Guardiola. Wow, it's still rich, still in the Champions League. May have won a title as well. So here we are with the history again. Another team breaking the money rules. But yeah, winners, champions, runners up, winners, runners up, runners up. Probably been a bridesmaid more than the bride. Here we are with the league table, and they did win one, to be fair. Look, they won that first year, so they spent big, won the title, and then they slipped back a bit. So not done bad. So here we are with the runners up. So if you've done your workings out, you probably know who's won the race, and it's possibly going to be either these or the team that did win it. And here we are with Newcastle from the Premier League, doing the Europa League. They've not done that great. They've got loads of money to back them up here. It's surprising, really is surprising. They're still rich. They've got Sean Dyche, who's a cracking English manager. Personally, this year, I think Pep Guardiola won Manager of the Year. Inherits a billionaire squad, spends $1 billion, wins the league. Wow. Sean Dyche should have won Manager of the Year. He well should have won it, in my opinion. Burnley, the budget is on, what he achieved. That's my Manager of the Year in real life. Right, so what have they done? Okay. Well, at least Mike Ashley left. Carabao Cup winners, so they won a League Cup. They broke the financial fair play rules twice, and that's it. Massively underperforming there for Newcastle. But let's have a look at the winners. Did you guess right? Let's have a look. And here they are, the winners of the Sleeping Giant race, the Champions League. It's Espanyol. They've got Sanchez Flores as the manager. He's alright. Still in the league. I don't actually think they've actually won La Liga though. So here we are with their landmarks. Let's have a look. The runners up in that. We've got undersoil heating. Do you need that in Spain? Maybe. Supercopa winners, Europa League winners. So they won the Europa League as well. Wow. And they've got Griezmann because they've just noticed he's been appointed captain. And then they've won the Champions League. So not only did they win the race, they won the Champions League. They won the other one. They won the Europa League as well. So that is pretty good, really. There you go. We have a winner. Now again, like I said, I'll put the database on Steam. I'll try and put a link down below so you can start off. challenge yourself. Personally, I'd go for one of the small teams and try and win it, and try and build a super tier star team that can take us to Europe. Or maybe you want to go to somewhere like Germany. Stuttgart, great club, good sized, loads of money. Can you break that Bayern dominance? Because the computer couldn't. Could you? That's a good one. You know what I mean? Even all that money, they couldn't break Bayern's dominance. Now obviously you probably want to know what kind of players these teams have got. Now I can't go for everyone. It's 10 clubs, lots of years, it'd take forever. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at some of the best players in the world and see what teams are at. So here we are on a search with all the best players listed by value, and you'll see straight away got Cardi at Stuttgart. Apparently he's the most valuable player in the world. Pogba's at Genoa. Check that out. Let's have a look. Toulouse, I've got a player. Sadio Mane. Anyone else? Genoa again. I've got Martial. Espanyol. Savic. So I mean, Espanyol have won the Champions League with Griezmann, aren't they? To be fair. They've also got Marquinhos as well. But like I said, I will put the database so you can go. I'll also put the save file for this year if you want to jump in at this point. And you can have a good look around yourself really and take on a challenge. You can start Stuttgart now because that Bayern dominance needs breaking. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button. If you're brand new, feel free to subscribe. Make sure you have a go at it yourself. Why not? Hopefully you guessed it right. It'd be good to see if anyone did comment down below. I just appreciate you watching the video. It's just a bit of fun. I've been booed. You've been great. I'll see you next time.